What's up, Starcraft fans? When we last left off, we traveled to a world called Glacius to recover the Purifier technology. We hoped that it would help us in our struggle against Amon, but we found that the Tal'Darim were already upon that world. We needed to raise them to the Purifier Vault. Despite the efforts of Alarak and the Tal'Darim, Artanis has retrieved a cache of experimental Purifier weaponry from a Kalai facility on Glacius. Karax is confident that this new technology will prove invaluable in the war against Amon. So let us go to the cutscene, which I believe I skipped. I'll go through the cutscenes and dialogues, but if you want to skip directly to the mission, I have left a timestamp down below in the comments, so you can skip right to the mission.
You wish to see me, Phase Smith?
Artanis, it is good to see you, young Executor.
Phoenix? How can this be?
It was his cloned personality that was used for the Purifier prototype. Given your friendship with the Source personality, I thought, well, he believes he was brought from stasis and made a Dragoon.
Why are you here, Phoenix?
I was given a directive by Artanis himself to come to Glacius and serve the Templar.
It is the last recollection from his memory web. The Great Templar were still encoded by order of the Conclave.
Do you know about the experimentation done on Glacius? Why Artanis gave you this order?
I am a warrior, old friend. You know this as well as any. It is not my place to question the order of Adjudicator.
His construction is highly advanced, an Adanium shell composed of a Trillic compression mesh. It appears he was to be the first in a revival of the ancient program.
Enough! I have fought far too long for the will of the Conclave to be examined like some specimen. I am Templar, and I am reunited with the dearest of friends. Is this not a glorious day?
So glorious.
You are right, of course. Karax, these tests are no longer needed. Phoenix, welcome aboard the Spear of Adun.
And the response from Phoenix. Right. Let's do some conversations.
These new Purifier designs rival any technology our people have previously conceived. The replication data is the sort that allows accurate duplication of one's consciousness. Phoenix's personality may be accurate.
How accurate?
Within the 99th percentile.
So there is a chance for discrepancy.
So you're saying
Quite
there's
a
a chance.
minuscule one.
And in a lifetime, how many choices does that variation impact? Who would you be with such a difference in the decisions you've made? Keep a watchful eye on Phoenix. If he is to help us, I want to know who he is.
Well, most decisions are really inconsequential. They just change up little things, but I don't know. It's something I don't wish to go into right now.
You and I have stood shoulder to shoulder, blades thrumming in the heat of battle countless times, and now you lead the Protoss. I wail with pride at the mere thought of it.
I was chosen to represent the hierarchy by the remaining Judicators and the clans of the Nerazim. I am still honored by their choice.
Sir, there are still
Tassadar
Judicators.
must be proud as well.
Tassadar is gone, Phoenix. He fell, bravely sacrificing for his people. He saved us from annihilation.
What? It cannot be. And Ire? Fallen to the Zerg as well?
It has.
How long have I lingered in stasis, becoming this Dragoon?
Do you know of the Purifier program, Phoenix?
Of course. The greatest Templar minds replicated. Dangerous machines that had to be shut down.
They were shut down, But we have never ceased the research, and still have tried to find ways to replicate our greatest Templar, to use that ancient technology.
Why do you tell me this?
We are facing a war like none we have seen before. We will need you in the days ahead. Maybe even the Purifiers.
Then my blades are yours, old friend.
The biggest question here is, why isn't Phoenix remotely suspicious that he's not able to use the Kala, as I'm sure he's wont to do when he was still a zealot. Anyway, let's go to the core interface. Unallocated Solarite. So for the next mission, I'll use Deploy Pylon and Solar Lance. I really just want to get the Solar Lance. The rest of these are not... Actually, none of these are consequential. You can choose anything you want. You won't really... it won't really make that much of a difference. But I just like Solar Lance because it just adds that little more splash damage. Let's go to the War Council. Talk to Rohana.
You dare too much, Artanis. Your youth makes you rash.
You dare? How dare you? You dare.
Acquired new robotic support technology for review.
Awesome. Energizers. Ooh. Equipped with onboard chrono boosters, energizers are designed to enhance the speed of Purifier shock troops. Each energizer can also generate a power field, enabling access to the psionic matrix and warp network in a hostile territory. And the sentry. Karax has outfitted our sentries with portable shield batteries, allowing them to restore shields in combat. In addition to the sentry's own shielding capabilities, this should substantially mitigate our casualties on the battlefield. Still like the energizer.
Karax has utilized data from glaciers to bring the robotic sentinels online. Use them wisely, Hierarch.
I like this new thing.
The enemy shall be purified.
Created to replace zealots on the front line, sentinels are both resilient and expendable. Ooh. Automatic self-recovery systems reassemble their bodies upon destruction, and they are outfitted with basic AI instead of a Templar personality. Seems useful. Seems useful. Lore-wise, this would make the most sense since I don't know. If I were commanding limited troops, I would want AI to fight instead of real dudes, you know, to prevent loss of lives.
What would you ask of us?
I like this line. Alright, let's go to the bridge.
I will do everything in my power to survive this war. Hold fast, my people. I will come for you as soon as I can. I will do everything in my power to survive this. With the Purifier technology secured, our eyes can finally turn to our brothers, the Dark Templar. The Nerazim of Shakuras ritually sever their connection to the Kala. Because of this, they are now the last free Protoss. I must reach them before Amon's armies.
Alright, let's go to Shakuras.
Shakuras is overrun. Loss of life is extensive. Hold. We are receiving a transmission.
Hold what?
Praise the gods. Artanis, you live.
Matriarch Vorazun, what has happened here?
Shakuras has fallen. The warp gate linking this world to Ire has been reopened. Countless hybrid and Zerg pour from the other side. They've obliterated our cities, decimated our Shadow Guard. We are trying to evacuate the remaining population, but I am uncertain whether we can hold long enough to get them safely away.
We will give you the time you need, Matriarch. My Templar are inbound.
Vorazun doesn't seem to be shocked by the existence of the hybrid. She just goes right away. Oh, lots of hybrid. Yeah. Interesting.
My Dark Templar were tracking your invasion on Ire when we were cut off. Then the warp gate opened. What happened, Artanis?
Amon used the collar to seize control of the Templar. I could feel his rage tearing through me, and I was powerless against it. Zeratul found me. It was there that he
Yes.
He tried to free me. And he succeeded at the cost of his own life. He fell by my hand.
It was Amon's deed, not yours.
Zeratul came to me with a warning, but I did not act. Because of this, he is now gone, and the stars burn dimmer for his loss. Amon's deed or not, I carry a burden, Matriarch. One that cannot be easily lifted.
Alright, some self-blame going on?
Without the Kala, the Nerazim are free from Amon's corruption. And to think we called them heretics once.
Let's talk to Phoenix.
So this is the home world of the Nerazim, a planet shrouded in darkness. Fitting.
Beautiful, is it not?
Indeed. I never imagined the Firstborn would ever step foot upon it.
As Ire fell to the Zerg, we fled to this world as refugees. The Dark Templar accepted us as equals. It was here that we first stood against the Swarm as one.
I wish I could have stood by you and shared in such glory.
As do I.
Are those armor plates just floating? Shoulder plates, rather.
I've been trying to isolate the major population centers in need of evacuation. The Zerg signatures far outnumber those of the Protoss, but most of the survivors seem to have gathered within Talametros.
There must be Nerazim phase-smiths you know among them. Those who stayed behind.
I am not seeing any Protoss life signs from within the engineering base, Hierarch.
Then they have met their fate.
Or perhaps they've fought their way to safety. The Dark Templar do not follow our caste system. Some of their faithsmiths are trained warriors, skilled as any of ours.
That does give them an advantage I had not realized. But then, our people are very different.
Of course, Hierarch.
Well, Karax, you can't find Protoss signatures as engineering base because engineering base are Terran structures, you know.
I advise against physical contact with the keystone at this time, Hierarch.
What? But I like clicking it. Click, click, click,
This
click, click,
decay
click.
rate is impossible. No constructed material would behave this way. Unless...
Aw, with the suspense too? Come on, Karax, you're better than this.
All this time, this wretched little world was within
Wretched.
striking distance of our fleets.
Much has changed since your era, Preserver.
First you consort with those Terrans, and now the Fallen Ones? It is heresy. You must know this.
The Dark Templar are now our allies.
There was a time when the Protoss were broken. Throughout the Aeon of Strife, we tore at each other with wanton abandon. Only one path was ever found to end the madness and unify our people. The Kala. The Dark Ones rejected its light. They denied their own race. How can you fight for them?
For one so sworn to preserve our history, Rohana, how can you be so blind to its turn?
I see I have offended you, Hierarch. My apologies. Adapting to this period is difficult.
Wait. So Artanis was the one offended even though Rohana was clearly talking about heresy. Is that how it works? Is that how it works? Don't think we got anything new. Alright, let's go to the bridge and go straight into the mission.
The Zerg infestation is overtaking Talametros. Our evacuation is already in great peril. Your aid cannot come soon enough, Hierarch.
Alright, so let's launch this mission. This is a highly technical speedrun, and while waiting, thank you to Zachary, who is supporting me in the immobilization wave tier. Thank you to Neometal, who is supporting me on the Pulse Cannon tier. And thank you to all my supporters on Patreon. Like I said, this is going to be an extremely technical run, and I might not be that talkative and I might actually have to restart often. Restart a lot even.
Shakuras teams with Amon's Zerg broods. We hold only the southwest quadrant of Talametros, and even that is in peril. We must evacuate our people, but the launch bays have been defiled with infestation. Only ground forces can clear them. Once the bays are free, the planetary warp conduit will allow our ships to escape safely.
The launch bays will be cleared. Your people will survive, Matriarch. This I swear.
I swear. Alright. Send dudes north. Chrono boost. I did tell you that this was extremely technical.
You will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal. These vaults hold the solarite reserves that power Talametros.
Hold position.
You may claim them with our blessing, Hierarch.
Alright. Time to go. Oh, I think I'm too late already. I think I'm too late already.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and
Ah,
overseers ahead.
yeah, definitely too late. Let me restart. I told you this was extremely technical. I did leave a timestamp if you want to go straight to the successful run. I might fail a few more times trying to get the all the speedrun things and the achievements. Alright, we've done this. Alright. Army North. Chrono boost. Gas here. Hold. Gas there.
Need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal. These vaults hold the solar
these
reserves that
gases.
power Talametros. You may claim them with our blessing, Hierarch.
Alright. Now we're in time. Now we're in time. This is good. Change up the chrono boost.
Artanis, I'm detecting a rift opening near your position. Avoid Thrasher. By the gods, it's sieging the warp conduit.
Oh no.
Warriors, we must slay it before it destroys the conduit. Strike as one, Templar.
Alright. Let's not do that though. Let's wait for these warp gates to come off cooldown so we can make more Dark Templar. There we go. So we need all these. We need all these dudes. Let's save. Because this seems like a good point to save in. Right click this launch bay.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark Templar's movements. Slay
Shift click
them
this.
first.
And then run over here, get this gas. Try to run away. And then I have the solar lance set on hotkey 2, so I just press it right away. So that I don't have to move my mouse over. I just press 2. Get this. Right click on the launch bay and then right click, shift right click to the last launch bay, and then I warp in 2 Dark Templar and right click that to the central launch bay. Then move this guy here and hold position. Like I said, this is a highly technical speedrun. You might, if you want to follow this build, you might have to pause it several times. Alright, let's sneak in here. Wait, did I lose that guy? Not yet. Alright, attack this. Solar Lance. And destroy this last one. Alright. Let's prepare to move this guy in here. Alright. And the last one. There it is. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. That's the last one. That's the last one. Wait, I lost the... Oh no, I lost the dudes here. Oh, that's not good. All right. I thought for sure I got that. All right, let's redo that part. Like I said, this is highly technical. I might fail a few more times before I get that single good segment. All right, right click here.
Be careful.
Okay.
Spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark
And then
Templar's movements.
shift click along the ramp.
Slay them first.
Oh, not good. Not good. I need to kill off that one Zergling before it completely blocks us. Alright, let's do this again.
Be careful. The spore
Just run
crawlers
through
and
that
overseers
first
ahead can
first
detect
spore
our
crawler.
Dark Templar's movements. Slay them
And
first.
then run over here. One is fine. Alright, then Solar Lance. Then right click there. Wait, let's get that last one. There we go. Clear this out. Move over here. Try not to get spotted by overseers. Hey, just sneak in here, hold position. Oh. Okay, let's wait for the overseers to pass and then move along that side. Oh boy. Alright, let's move along. Try to get cornered. Oh, I have two left. That's not good. Oh wait, this thing's... Oh, I didn't manage to kill this one either. Did that Dark Templar suddenly start to I don't know, move away? I right-clicked it to that launch base, so it should be target firing it down, not randomly attacking Zerglings along the path. Let's try this again.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark Templar's movements. Slay them first.
Alright, right click this. And then sneak along the side. Ah, still not managed to do it. I probably need to get both of those Dark Templar alive. Get the last bonus and then right click here. Go here. Okay, it's still attacking. Good. That's good. Alright. Move over to the next area. Alright. Then hold these guys here. Okay, they're still attacking. And these two are attacking. Good. Alright, let's get this first. Alright.
We are recovering the last Solarite reserve now. The solar core should be augmented by the time our forces return.
Alright, let's move here. Let's move as fast as possible out of that vision range.
Well done. Half of the base
Solar Lance.
evacuation ships.
Destroy this. And yeah, keep destroying that overlord or overseer. Cross the line. Alright, one more. I believe this is it. This is it. This is the run. This is where we get it. Our base is under attack, but just 3 roaches are not fast enough to outdamage you. Look at that. Those achievements.
The launch base have been reclaimed. Matriarch, you may complete the evacuation.
You have saved my people, Artanis, and they will never forget it.
That was highly stressful. Talking through that too was a bit stressful. Alright, well I got all the achievements. Jump the gun, free all Protoss launch base before the last Void Thrasher appears, and complete Amon's Reach without letting the Warp Conduit drop below 2000 life. I also got the Mastery one, where I needed to need to complete this mission without destroying a single Void Vasher, which was the master achievement. Yes, units lost 3. All right, let's continue. The reason why I left the timestamp below is because clearly the run was shorter than the cutscenes.
Despite this tragedy, I am pleased to see you once more, Hierarch. I had hoped that our next interaction would be your announcement of Ayer's reclamation.
As did I. Instead, the Templar have fallen.
Then the threat is greater than I realized.
We cannot let the same fate befall Shakuras.
It is too late for that. Amon's Zerg poured through the warp gate as a tide of flesh and blade. They have already overrun Telemetros and are nearing the shrines of Lazul. This world is lost. With such an infestation, Shakuras must be destroyed.
Wow.
Destroy Shakuras? I will not permit this.
Permit? Shakuras was my people's home long before we offered yours sanctuary upon it. I will not let this world be a den for Amon's forces.
No, he just saying it
Worlds
makes
may
your plan
fall
makes
to
no
ash.
sense.
What matters is that we endure.
Come on, the whole planet?
To lose Shakuras and Ayer.
We are a vagabond people, Artanis. Our true home has always been Ayer. Let us reclaim it together.
It is fitting that the daughter of Raja Gal decides the fate of the world she helped forge. Let us make preparations at once.
No, that's a stupid plan. Do you realize that you can just cleanse the surface?
I have powered up a new ship subsystem. You can review it in the solar core now.
Do you realize that you can just cleanse the surface and leave the rest of the planet untouched? You can even take away the entire crust if you wanted to. But the rest of the planet is fine. It's rock. It's a rock. Why bother destroying the entire planet over a little creep on the surface? That makes zero sense.
Of all the Templar, you never wavered in the belief that our two peoples could live in unity. It is something I admired in you.
It is ironic to hear you say this. All this time, I believed you were reluctant to accept the unity I sought.
You and I had many a disagreement in the Twilight Council. For day by day, I saw my people losing what they were. I saw our precious old ways erode.
You wished to preserve them.
I am Nerazim, Dark Templar. I hold great pride in my people.
But you are also Protoss. That is the greater affiliation.
That is not what the Conclave believed when we were exiled long ago. Your kind had ire. Our culture is all we ever had.
Yeah, the mic drop by Vorzu. So Artanis not only sucks in his army, he also sucks in in arguments. Compared to Vorzu, that is. Let's go to the solar core. New subsystem.
You have become a mighty warrior since last we fought together, Artanis. Even these Dark Templar revere you as if you were a Dune himself. If only Tassadar could have lived to see what you've become.
I often think about him. Of how different these events would have been if he were still in command.
You are Hierarch now. Your doubts do not honor you or him.
Yet, they persist. Tassadar's shadow looms large over my every action.
You must move from it, old friend. For none of us can truly grow while still in the shadow of his mentor.
Let's think. Was that a subtle jab at those who still keep talking about Starcraft I and not realizing how awesome Starcraft II is? I'm not sure. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying Tassadar was Starcraft 1, Artanis was Starcraft 2, and Artanis says that he keeps thinking about Tassadar and how behind his every action, Tassadar is always looming large behind it. I'm not saying that's the case. It's just food for thought. Let's talk to Karax instead.
What have you discovered about the Keystone, Phase Smith?
Only that my skills may be inadequate to assess it.
Explain.
Imagine the Terrans obtained one of our
Explain.
fabrication matrices. Could their scientists ever understand its engineering? The task set before me is of a similar scale. The Cell Naga were beings beyond our understanding.
Keep working, Karax. I have faith in you.
Clearly you haven't met Elon Musk, if you think that. Alright, orbital assimilator. Oh, no warp harmon. Oh, if I do this, I'll have access to warp harmonization. The next mission is gonna be a tough one. We're gonna have to decide next video what I'm gonna do for that mission. For now, I'll keep this all unallocated, but personally I like the orbital assimilator. It's awesome. Because you can collect gas without having to send probes in it. That immediately saves you 150 minerals for each geyser. And I think the next mission has 4 of those, so that's 600 minerals. And unless you collect gas even faster. Let's go to the War Council.
The Dark Templar are heretics, exiles. We must be on our guard.
Yeah, this stalker is clearly on guard. Well, that stalker is a Nerazim, so.
Cloaked warriors are now available for deployment.
Definitely like the Dark Templar, Shadow Fury. That is awesome. The funny thing about co-op is, for Voruzun, her Dark Templar have all 3 of their abilities: Death Recall, Shadow Fury, and that Stasis thing. I just find it a bit funny. Alright. I believe that's all. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching.
Ships have reported in. All are present and are being escorted by the Spear of Adun.
Awesome. All the evacuation ships are in. Oh, look at that. There's already a crack on the planet. Did you see that? There's already a crack on it. It's weird. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. If you have an idea for what else to do, please leave that in a comment. And this is the end of the video. If you want to stick around, I'll try to do the mission again in a single section. But yeah, this is the end of the video. Just stick around if you want to see me try to complete the mission in a single section, right?
You will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal. These vaults hold the solarite reserves that power Ptolemetros. You may claim them with our blessing, Hierarch.
This rides. I am intrigued. Cartoon.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark Templars' movements. Slay them first. Artanis.
You ask of us.
You have not enough minerals.
From the shadows I come. I am intrigued. I not Jakul Enoch. By the void, you seek our
They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal. These vaults hold the solarite reserves that power Telemetros. You may claim them with our blessing, Hierarch.
By the void. I am intrigued. I am What?
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
You seek our service. Got to. I am but a phantom.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark Templars' movements. Slay them first.
I am the blade. You seek. Fear is an illusion.
You will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal.
Nasbir. I bask in the twilight. Clever.
You will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal. These vaults...
Fear is... The darkness rides.
You will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal. These vaults hold the solarite reserves that power Telemetros. You may claim them with our blessing, Hierarch.
Enoch. I am the blade of the Nerazim. By the void, battle is upon us. Isn't it?
You must place that in the power field.
Tomb from the shadows I come. Nasberu Unatar. I am but a phantom. I bask in the twilight. Clever. I am the blade. The darkness reminds.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark Templars' movements. Slay them first.
And but a phantom. You seek our service. In the twilight. Clever.
You have not enough minerals.
What did you...
Matriarch Vorazun, the first launch bay has been cleared. Continue evacuating.
Tomb. Shakuras. Enoch. I will comply. Nasberu Unatar. I am the blade. Battle is upon us.
We are recovering the last solarite reserve now. The solar core should be augmented by the time our forces return, Hierarch.
Tomb. I will comply.
defenses. The Zerg are moving to attack our nexus point. We have purged the infestation. Only one launch bay remains disabled. We have purged the infestation. Only one launch bay remains disabled.
Upon us.
The launch bays have been reclaimed. Matriarch, you may complete the evacuation.
You have saved my people, Artanis.
Alright, that was still stressful. If you want to help support the channel, Patreon link will be on the top right. What I did is that I followed a speedrunning video, and I watched it in 25 times or quarter speed basically, and I noted down every single thing that he did down to the last click. I will link that mission order below. It's gonna be in a pastebin file, I guess. If you want to follow my build, I'll also have the link. I'll also have the link down to the mission order if you want to do it yourself. All right, see you.